Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjayne.co.uk, and I'm bringing you one of the Stampin' Up kits today. So a kit you will not find in the catalogues, they're on the website, so do follow the links below to, I'm going to put some of the more popular or the newer kits in the description for you, but if you click on them you can actually access all of the kits that we do. The reason I'm showcasing the kits is because I love them, because they are little boxes full of a particular type of project. So this one happens to be a card kit, and you've got everything you need to make those cards or to make that project within the little box. They are absolutely great for the new crafter, and they're fantastic to gift to people as well. So that's why I love them, and I love the little box they come in as well. So this kit is called Saying Thanks Kit, and I love it. It's definitely one of my favourite ones that we have at the moment. And I'll just empty it out for you and show you. So this is the kit, and it comes with the supplies to make 9 cards, and it's got the instructions in there as well. It all comes like this, which is perfect. I'll just get my paper snips out and I will cut along here. So the idea for me for today was to just show you how to make the cards really quickly. So I'm going to make one of each of the cards, and if I've got time I might do an alternative project. So this video comes out sort of maybe not quite a week, but just certainly a good couple of days before Valentine's Day. And for all of those people that might have this kit and might not be prepared for Valentine's Day, I thought I might try and do at least one alternative project for Valentine's Day for my lovely other half's card. So these are the envelopes, and they have beautiful patterns on them which coordinate with the kit as well. So you can see the envelope flap just here. I bend that over and there you go, lovely. So there's 9 envelopes there, and then you've got your card bases. So you've got 3 of this card, 3 of this card base, and 3 of this card base. So that's your 9 card bases just there. So then we've got our sentiments in all of our different languages, some ephemera bits, some cutout bits that we put on top of the card fronts. We've got some strips and some Stampin' dimensional strips in here. We've got some beautiful coloured sequins, I guess, or little shapes, and then some string as well. These are the instructions with the cards on the front. And then it gives you a step-by-step guide on how to make each of the cards. So we'll just go through them one at a time. So the first one we're going to make is this thank you card just here. So I just wanted to mention that there is a fantastic joining offer at the moment. And if you are interested in joining my Stampin' Up team, do follow the links below or message me and we can have a chat about it. But at the moment, there is a great joining offer, which I've put the link for the details below. And one of the things you can get is this limited edition Stampin' Up mini cut and emboss machine, and it's in boho blue. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the colour. This, I'm imagining, is a new colour that we're going to be bringing out quite soon, and I love it. It's just got, it's almost like a cornflowery type blue, and this is limited edition. You can purchase this if you're a demonstrator, but you cannot buy it as a customer. You can obviously get it as part of the joining up deal. There are 3 options. One of them is where you include this, the other one is where you include the white version, and the other one is where you just have products and you don't actually get one of these in there. So it's your choice which option you decide to go for. And then you get this sandwich pack here of all the pieces that will go in so that you can die cut or emboss and things like that. So I just wanted to show you it because I just absolutely love it. I love the colour of it. I just think it looks really cute, and I just think it's beautiful, and it is limited edition, and I'm a bit of a sucker for limited edition products that are rare, and this obviously will be quite a rare mini Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. So I just thought I'd quickly interject to show you that. And if you are interested in joining my team, I would be delighted. I get very excited if somebody joins my team. You'll get as little or as much support as you want from me. So do consider that, please. So for this project, I'm going to need my envelope, my card base, some of the strips, some of the beautiful sequin embellishments, and then my thanks sentiment. and my "You're the Best" sentiment. So first things first, I need to pop some of these, 2 of these it's suggesting like pop on the back of my sentiment. So I'm going to put one up here, and then I'm going to put another one, as it suggests, down here. Then I'm going to get some of my string. So it's got some lovely white string here. Just do a little bit of it, snip it off, and then I'm just going to do, as it says, a little, there we go, I'll just do that, and then I'll join it in the middle like that, and then I'm going to pop it like that. Oops, I'll take my backends off first, shall I? There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to pop it like that. There we go, perfect. And then I'm just going to stick this on my card. So I'm going to try and do it straight. So I'm going to bring it to me, use my eyes, I guess, to do that. And there we go, lovely. And then "You're the Best." So I think I'm going to stick it directly on. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of my glue for that. And I'm going to stick it like that. Just check that looks straight. Yeah, it looks okay. And then I'll pop a tiny bit of my glue on the back of her. You can, it's actually suggesting that you stick another one of those on it, but I'm actually going to glue it because I love the difference in dimension when you're doing these projects personally. So I'm going to stick that one just like that. And oh, I like the look on that. It's sort of recessed in a bit. There we go, it's perfect. And then I am just going to get my pick tool out, and I'm going to pick off some of these lovely sequins and pop them all around. So I think it's got one up here, and then one down, one, oops, here. There we go. Just going to stick a few. It's suggesting I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd numbers are good. Always good when you do projects like this, aren't they? Just one there, and then where should I put my last one? Maybe down here. There we go. Super. So that, how simple and quick was that, guys? Can you imagine? You could do this with any age group as well. This is a nice, easy kit. There's no stamping involved. So that is card number 1. Okay, so I've got all my bits for card number 2. So I've got my envelope here, I've got my card just here, and my sentiments. So the idea is that this one goes down here, in this area just here, and it's saying that you just put one strip along the bottom there. So I'll do that. And then the idea is, I believe, that these 2 sentiments then stick at the side just here. Now it's saying to put these sentiments down first, which is just wanted to say, and then you've got a thank you going there. But I'm going to be a bit controversial here, and I'm actually going to stick this down first because I'm not very good at lining stuff up straight. So I think I need this down as almost like my guide to where to stick it. What I will do is I'll pop some of the string down now that it's suggesting I do. So I'll just cut a bit of this off, and then I'll just do this. Is it just saying that? Yeah, I think so. Bring that in like that. So it's sort of saying to loop it like this. I'll take my back bit off here, and then it kind of wants it. I'm gonna have to put another sticky bit down, so I'll put another one of these down, just like that. So I'm completely breaking with convention here, aren't I? And then I'll just do it like that, so you can see the bits coming out. There we go. And then I'm going to pop this down here, balance it up with the bottom of the card, and then I'm going to press it down. There we go. So that is my thank you to start with, and now I'm going to put my strips on the back of here. And so although the instructions telling me to do it one way, because I know I'm not very good at lining some sentiments up, that I need something to anchor off. So I've done my thank you first. There we go. These are so simple and easy, these cards, aren't they? So I'm going to do my just wanted first. And I'll be popping this under here a little way. And I think, let me just see if I can line this up straight. Maybe you can't see my hair, apologies. Just check I've done that straight. There we go. So that's better for me to do it that way. And then I've got your to say. Now, let's see if I can get this in. I need to work out where my gap is. There we go. Try not to get my string caught up as well. And then I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to try and line this up. Try and keep it as straight as I can. And then to say. Let's have a little look. Yep, so happy with that. Just wanted to say, and now I'm going to put my lovely sequins on with my pick tool. Again, I think they want us to put 5 on. So they've got, you could do as many as you want to. They normally put some extra embellishments in the pack. So if you did want to do more, you can. I don't mind doing odd numbers. I feel like it sort of works. Put one down here and then one over here. There we go. Lovely. So that is card number 2. So this is my card number 3 bits. I've got my envelope here, my card base just here, my sentiment, which is I appreciate you, and then I've got my piece that I'm going to be gluing on. So to start with, I'm just going to literally pop all of these hearts out. Save these hearts out because you can colour them and use them in other projects. You could make a shaker card with this one. I think that's going to be my idea for the bonus card, because the idea of doing a shaker card with this is really quite exciting. So yeah, that would be quite handy. Little pile of hearts. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to get some of the longer strips. So we have these longer strips just here, and the idea is that I put 3 of them around this card. So one at the bottom, one at the top, and then one in the middle, just under here where the sentiment, so it props the sentiment up. So then I think I take the backs off, all 3 of these, and then I need to try and line it up straight on the card. Okay. So if I do this, whoops, a daisy, I'm actually gonna hold my card out like that, I think, and try my best to get an even-ish edge. There we go. That's fine, isn't it? There we go, like that. And then with my sentiment, exactly the same. I'm going to get one of the shorter strips to put on the back of the sentiment, get a little bit of the ribbon, the string, and just make a little loop. Make a little loop like that, and then bring it together in the center just like that, and that kind of gives you that lovely loop, she says, just like that, and then like that. There we go. And then just stick it at a jaunty angle and pop it in your space. I'm going to just stick my embellishments on. Again, it's just suggesting 5, so I'll pop them here, 2, 3, there we go. And there you go. So that is card 3. How simple and quick and effective are these cards? So that's card 3. So for my Valentine's card, I'm going to trim this have that here, and then I'm going to be popping this on it just like this, but pushed up. So I will be pushing it up, and then I can always trim. I can trim around the edge just here then to make it all nice and straight. Okay, so I'm getting out a piece of vellum, and I'm just going to make sure that it fits in here. So this measures just under 5¼ by just over 4. So I'm going to do this by 5 1/8, 5 1/8 over 4 for the vellum piece. So 5 1/8 by 4. There we go for this card. And I'm going to see if that fits, just double checking. So yeah, sort of does. And I don't think there's any overhang, and it's going to give, you can actually, for this layer piece, I wanted something that's going to give like a misty look behind there. So it wasn't quite so bright as this, but you can actually use like clear acetate. It would work perfectly fine. So now I am going to just do a tiny bit of glue in so that I can, I don't want it to be too thick, and I don't want it leaking so it's visible. So I'm just going to do some tiny bit of glue in along the edge, not too thick, and then I will stick my acetate piece down just like that. So I'm going to start down in the bottom, try and get it so there's no overhang, there's a tiny bit of wiggle room on it, and then I will press down, and that then will give me a seal. So when I come to glue this with my sequins underneath like this, it will give that sort of muted effect with some sequins behind it. So yeah, pop that just there. So I'm building my whole card around this. I'm now going to use my strips that came with my, so you can actually get these strips separately. So I now need to put these around the edge like this. So I'm going to be using up, because I need to have a seal, I'm going to actually be using up quite a bit of these. So I'm going to get my paper snips out, and I'm just going to snip the edge of this one like this, and then turn it like that. And you can't see it on the bottom, but it creates a little bit of a corner. So I'll just keep doing this all the way around, making sure that they do meet. There you go. And there you go. So I'm not cutting all the way through, it's got a tiny join there. Sort of gives it a bit of an edge. There you go. And then I wonder if we will be lucky enough to be able to get, I think so. And then I'm going to join this one up like this, and then just cut it so it meets. Look at that, there we go. Got a tiny bit left over. Just pop that back on there for something else. Okay, so I'm actually probably going to put something in the middle here as well, just so that it doesn't sag. And so I'm going to pop that there and there. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to just get out a little selection of sequins. So get a selection of sequins out. I'm going to pop them in the middle here. Try and get coordinating sequins if I can. But they will be mainly from retired products that I have. So it's a great way to use up your retired sequins. So I've got my 2 piles of sequins. I'm going to take all of my backing off now and see how we fare with this. And then this is the shaker element made. Like I said, it's quite a muted shaker card. You can use the clear acetate to get yourself more of a very direct kind of shaker card, which is equally as pretty, I think. But I just wanted a slightly more muted effect for this one personally. Oops, there you go. So I've got all the backing off the side, and I'm just going to take these two bits off, and this is so that it holds the sentiment up a bit more for me. Just now, this is the tricky bit. Apologies if you can see my head, because I now need to try my best to line this up as straight as I can. There may definitely be some trimming. In fact, there should be some trimming on this. There we go. Lovely. So you can see that there. And I just think this gives like a little sound effect, but also you can sort of see the behind it. You can just gently see the sequins and they move. So this is a lovely sort of effect. But this is a more muted version of that effect. But I really like the muted version as well. So I can see there's some white along here. So I'm going to get out my paper snips. And I'm actually going to slightly angle and cut in a little bit so I get rid of that border, because I don't actually want that border. But I can be certain that my shaker's all contained. So yeah, this is how you, this is how you sort of make sure that the only thing you can see on the card is the top, the front, which is what you wanted. There we go. So that is my shaker element just made there, and I'll get rid of all my rubbish. And now I'm going to go on to make my card base. So my card base is actually going to be 5 11/16 by 9, and then I've scored it in the middle at 4.5 on the long side on the 9, and that creates my card base. Then I've only got one to start with, but you can get 2 layers, one for the inside and one for the outside, which is 5 7/16 by 4.25. So I'm just going to put this like this, and I'll pop a little bit of glue just along here. I will put my measurements in metric as well for you. And I'm just going to pop that like that, and then press down. I'll do the same with the inside layer as well, just like that. And I'm going to do the same with my shaker layer. So I'm going to glue all along here, and then I'm going to put this down as well, just like that. And then we have the front of the card. Press down. And that is the front of the muted shaker card. Okay, and then we'll decorate the front. So I'm going to use the Love For You dies, and I'm going to put Love You. So you could, I'm just going to put Love You probably here. You could put Love You So Much. You could put So Much Love For You. You could literally do whatever you want. So I've got my Love You cut out just here, and I'm just going to pop through the pieces that I don't require. And it's quite a nice simple card, this, isn't it? And I'm probably going to put it something like that, Love You, with some little sort of embellishments on it. Put a little bit of glue on this paper here, on this scrap cardstock, and I'm going to get out my little tweezers, and I'm just gently going to dab a tiny bit of glue on the back of this sentiment, just like that. There we go. Try and cover it as much as I can, but also stamp off a little bit. And then I'll pop this love just here, like that. Oops. So love, and then we'll do the same with the U. Now there's definitely some tape that you can use on the back of here, and then you just peel the tape off. It's probably an easier way of doing it, but But I do this. And everyone's got their way of making things work, haven't they? There we go. Lovely. And then I will put this maybe like this, so I can get nice. And then I'll put this like that, I think. Oops, I'll put my finger there. There you go, love you. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's quite simple but effective. And then I'm going to use some of these. Now I have made this so technically it will fit in the envelope. However, if I'm being brutally honest, it's a bit too wide in my opinion to comfortably fit in the envelope. So I think I would personally pop it in, either make your own envelope, which is quite doable, or maybe, you know, you can get those little jiffy bags, sort of like padded envelope bags, and I might consider using something like that realistically, so that I could it sort of ensure it didn't get squished in the process. One more we'll go for the 5 because that seems to be the trend here. And then there we go. So that is my shaker. It's quite a subtle shaker card, and this is my simple classic Valentine's card for my lovely other half. Hopefully he will not see this video before he gets this card, but yeah, it's quite simple, a little bit of an alternative, but there's absolutely loads of different variations you can make with this set. Okay, here's the completed card. So these are the 3 that it directs you to make in the kit, which are all beautiful. And there's my little alternative Valentine's card, shaker card for you. I do hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that I've demonstrated how versatile and cute these kits can be, and just how they're great value, perfect for that novice crafter or as a gift. I'm definitely going to get a couple of these. This is such a reasonable price one as well. I believe it's £13, which is super cheap for what you're getting in this kit. And this is going to make a great present to my sort of nieces and nephews, maybe. Sort of that I would love them to get involved in craft, and actually most of them do love to craft and don't mind coming to visit Auntie Jane in her craft room. So yeah, I will have a couple of these on standby ready for their visits and maybe to gift. So yeah, you could do the same, but I wanted to show you it's quite versatile, that you can make alternative projects with it as well. You do not have to follow the kit instructions. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products and you don't already have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you live in any of the countries in Europe that Stampin' Up sells, and you can actually shop with me, and I would be delighted to earn your business. I do send out thank you gifts, so do please bear that in mind. Lovely little packs. I have a host code on my website. You can follow the links below. If you use that as well, you get extra gifts, extra products. I normally put a handmade card, little handmade gift, some product in, and obviously some extra product if you use my host code. So do please consider shopping with me. Also, if you would like to join my team, so halfway through the video I believe I showed you this amazing exclusive boho blue, boho indigo, actually I keep calling it boho blue, but it's boho indigo. It's one of the new colours that Stampin' Up I think are bringing out this year, and this is the amazing mini cut and emboss machine, and you can actually join with an offer which includes this. It is exclusive. It's not something that is being sold. If you are a demonstrator you can get it, but if you're a customer it's not available to you. So if you're interested in joining up, do consider joining my team. I would be delighted. I give you as much support as you require, or as little as you require, completely up to you. But yeah, so I'm gonna say bye for now guys, and happy crafting.